gunshots. There's no cell reception, no radio comm.
Based on our past contacts with him, we know that he'll try to assault us. Last time I talked to him, he was in a prison fight.
Alaskan fugitives are wreaking havoc.
He did this on purpose. He's a drug dealer. He's trying to free me. I had a kid.
The dad of this girl hasn't been able to contact her for 9 days.
You okay? You okay?
Did you see her drink any alcohol?
She got proof.
The snagging is just insane.
It's a very prevalent problem here.
That's a for sure illegal.
Come on out. No?
You need to calm down right now. Hey,
Get down. Stop resisting. Stay back there. Stay back there.
you're gonna get tased.
Swing shift in Palmer. Trooper Joseph Hess gears up for the 4 to midnight haul. Peak time for crime.
Connecting areas, Calhoun and Bodar, the Silver Jetta went VID.
10-4, air locate for the suspect vehicle, 1019. Car went into the ditch. The owner of the vehicle called us and said that Abe was driving. He just got out of jail.
It's a name Trooper Hess knows well. He's a notorious drug dealer. He's wanted on multiple warrants, and now he's the target of a full-scale trooper manhunt.
He's been known to run from us quite a bit. Last time I talked, he was in a prison fight.
On scene, he meets the suspect's hysterical girlfriend. She's the passenger who called the troopers, but she is alone.
Are you the owner of the car?
He did this on purpose.
What are you freaking out about?
He pulled the e-brake and jumped out.
Okay.
Trying to free me.
Macom 17, can you send me a second unit?
The girl I am. He did this on purpose. He's a drug dealer. Something.
I know who decision.
He's trying to free me. Get out.
Frame you from what?
He left his stuff in that car. He put it in my name.
You knew he had warrants and you let him drive your car? What did you think was going to happen? So is there drugs in that car?
I put it on the grass because I got scared.
Oh, so you're driving a car with drugs in it?
I threw a tin. I don't even know it was in there.
So there's probably drugs in it, right?
Well, yeah, probably.
If Trooper Hess can find the drugs she tossed, he'll arrest her for possession. Then, she might be ready to trade some info on her outlaw boyfriend's whereabouts.
Where'd you throw that container at? Where's it at?
I think it's blue.
What color is it?
It was blue, green,
Okay.
and I had a kid.
Taylor, stand up. We're going to go walk in front of my car. Put your hands behind your back. I'm detaining you until we figure out what's going on, okay? Because you told me you just ditched some drugs. I'm just going to hold on to you until I find some... I can't let you wandering around like this next to the roadway, okay? Have a seat. Have a seat. There you go.
Trooper Phillips and the Wasilla PD K-9 unit arrive to find the missing stash.
Whoever's Mitsubishi that is, stay back about that far and then give me a free roam around the truck with the dog.
Okay.
With the car with the dog.
Sounds good. Let's see if we can find this tin. Kind of hinges on everything. Nothing. Just relax. Breathe.
Okay.
Breathe. Take a minute to calm down. So you started dating 4 days ago?
About 4 days ago, yes.
You know he's a junkie.
Well, I know, yes, that.
Yeah, and he has warrants, and he's just an all-around bad dude.
Without the drugs, Trooper Hess decides to let the woman go.
You're gonna have to make arrangements to move the vehicle, okay?
I don't want
You don't want it? Well, you're on the title. It makes sense now, huh? They don't want to be committing crimes in that vehicle and have it registered to them. They're setting you up for the fall.
The trail of destruction ends, but the hunt continues.
He's gonna be long gone from the area. We'll just keep looking for him.
Later that night, a new shift of troopers hits the streets to continue searching for the wanted dealer.
Macom 21.
Macom 21.
It's not long before Trooper Kevin Vick gets an urgent call for backup.
At 10 farm, 1019 that way. One of the other troopers tracked a traffic stop here on KGB, and when the vehicle pulled over, 2 males bailed out.
He meets up with Troopers Calhoun and Cooper. just moments after they squared off with 2 suspects.
Please have some water. I can't breathe. I'm dehydrated.
Trooper Calhoun managed to take 1 suspect down with pepper spray.
I'm not going to help you out, man. You're fighting with my troopers. I'm sorry, man. I didn't hear him. Keep playing with him. I just... Yeah, no, please, gotta get sprayed. Unfortunately, you're going to go to jail, okay?
But the other suspect bolted into the woods.
Passenger bailed. Okay. It's the driver who's still in the vehicle. Okay.
But the female driver's still on scene, and Trooper Cooper checks her ID.
Are you folks, are they known to you? I'm just picking them up.
I don't know him.
It's the same girl Trooper Hess let go earlier today, the fugitive drug dealer's girlfriend.
My name is Jerry.
Just go ahead and go back to your vehicle. So why are these folks running?
I have no idea.
We need to know who was in your vehicle.
His name was...
What's his last name?
I don't know his last
You don't know who he
name.
is?
Once again, a suspect's fled her car. It could be the wanted drug dealer. But the girl gives a name troopers have never heard before.
Do you leave anything in the car?
Yeah.
Is it still there?
Yeah.
You mind if I grab that? I was actually...
Bingo. The ID in the bag belongs to the fugitive they've been hunting all day.
You gonna turn around for me? Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for felony hindering. Because when we asked you who was in the car and you knew it was and you knew he had a warrant, and then you lied to us repeatedly.
Their man's on foot in the woods. This is their best chance to catch him. They could be headed into a trap, straight toward an armed, dangerous, and desperate repeat offender.
Looks like a good pathway right there. Ready to cut back that way.
Yeah. Without light, they're not going to be...
Going too far.
He's either going to bed down.
22.
Yes, you want me to?
Suddenly, they get an anonymous tip. The dealers fled through the woods to a house south of the valley.
That was earlier today?
Yeah, about maybe 45 minutes ago.
Other troopers are already there. But they'll need backup and a warrant before they go in.
Based on our past contacts with him, we know that he'll try to assault us. We also know that he'll flee.
Troopers surround the house. They know they've got him cornered.
State troopers, come to the door. State troopers, come to the door.
He assumed that if he didn't come to the door, we would just leave. We had the canine handler right behind us when we were breaching the doorway. He was right there, 5 foot from the door. As soon as he saw us again, he fled back into the garage. At that point, it's safest for us to just put the dog in.
Time to end this. Troopers breach the front door.
I told her it was someone else. I swear, I wouldn't let her. She kept saying, please, turn yourself in, go.
With her boyfriend now in custody, the drug dealer's girlfriend begs to be released. But she did, and she's going down with him.
This is what you do to the people around you. This is what you do to the people around you. I've been dealing with you for the last 5 years. This is what you do to the people around you. Every single person that you get around, this is what happens.
One of the valley's key dealers is finally in trooper hands again.
He's looking at doing some significant time from this arrest. All right, go ahead and step out. This guy thought that he could leave our traditional jurisdictional area and leave thinking that we wouldn't go out and look for him. Unfortunately, he was wrong this time. We're the Alaska State Troopers. We cover the state of Alaska.
Over 200 miles north, in the Denali Wilderness, troopers defend a different set of laws. The laws of nature. This is wild Alaska. Over 9,000 square miles of jagged peaks, rough tundra, and dense forest. And home to one of the state's most iconic animals, the caribou. And where big game goes, hunters follow. Sharpshooters come from all over the world for a chance to claim their prize. And troopers will have their hands full ensuring they play by the rules.
Miss you harvest ticket.
Yeah, in this area, we probably have 50 plus hunters within a 3 mile square. So there's hunters all over at any place, shots going off in different directions. I've been a wildlife trooper for 7 days, and there's a lot to learn, a lot to learn.
Veteran troopers Dan Dahl and John Simeon will show him the ropes. The 3 troopers must patrol an area the size of Indiana, so the rookie must catch on fast.
Alrighty.
Fortunately, hunters often lend troopers a hand. They've already got their first report.
Some hunters came out and said there were a couple of extra dead animals up there. If a person intentionally wastes an animal, it's a mandatory minimum of a $2,500 fine with 7 days in jail.
If anything goes wrong, the troopers will only have themselves to rely on.
We're just so far away from everything right now. You know, we've got spotty radio coverage. We've got no cell phone service. We got to do what we can. It's about a 2-mile hike over Whistler Ridge.
Trooper Graham's already there, but without the right tools.
They didn't take their GPSs. They didn't take anything else.
The rookie needs Simeon to make the 2-mile hike fast.
Jake, Simeon on simplex. Jake.
And now he's fallen off the grid.
Simeon on simplex. Jake. Jake, Simeon on simplex. Jake. We're just going to go to the top of the mountain and find him.
Wildlife Trooper John Simeon is one of 3 officers responding to a report of an illegal caribou kill. But separated from his rookie trooper, Simeon huffs it to the peak, hoping to spot him with his crucial crime scene tool strapped to his back.
The metal detector here, we can find bullet fragments. We can narrow it down to caliber size, which will slowly neck us down to hunters.
Surrounded by hunters and unable to call the 2 troopers, Simeon must get to the kill site without taking a stray bullet.
I don't see a damn thing. Where are they all at? How's it going, guys?
After a 2-mile hike, good news. It's troopers Graham and Dahl. They fill him in on the situation.
How many shooters did you have?
We had like 5. We've got an extra carcass here that's sort of a mystery.
The law allows only 1 caribou per hunter. This man insists he shot only once, but there are 2 carcasses.
Talking to them all of them, we don't have any proof or any admission to them shooting this one.
How's it going? I'm John Simeon.
Still, the hunter might be telling the truth. Simeon checks for bullets. If he finds more than 1, the hunter faces steep charges. A $2,500 fine and 7 days in jail.
Uh-huh. Jake, a bullet? Yep. Okay.
1 more, and he'll know if the man is lying.
We're done.
We really have nothing.
Right.
Troopers deem the kill a shoot-through. The lone bullet passed through the first animal and took down the second. It's a beginner's mistake, but a big danger.
Have you ever taken a hunter safety course? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you know the firearm safety rules of know your target as well as what's beyond? Just be advised that, something like this were to happen sometime in the future again, the outcome won't be the same.
This time the hunter gets a warning.
It was his first time ever hunting big game in Alaska. We told him to be a lot more careful.
They'll donate the carcass to charity to feed local families in need. But first, Simeon asks the rookie to dress it and find the gallbladder.
Gallbladder, the best I can explain it, is like a big almond.
You don't keep that, right?
No, we're not leaving it here. Okay. So we just go through the intestines. We just don't want to leave that behind just to create more of a ruckus.
It's pretty confusing.
It's green like a big almond. Jake?
Yeah.
It's harder than the rest. So if you just go through and just lightly squeeze, you'll feel... The big thing is, there's no such thing as a gallbladder on a caribou, but being a young troop that he is, digging for it really shows that he's got the guts to dig for something. Life's good, man. See, you gotta have fun. What do I tell you?
"150 miles northeast in Fairbanks, the situation is deadly serious. It's midnight, and Trooper Ryan Lott is on a desperate search for clues in the case of a missing woman.
The dad of this girl hasn't been able to contact her for 9 days, but now it sounds like someone has her phone.
She sees when he calls her cell phone, it rings once or twice, then goes to a generic voicemail.
Fairbanks sits right in the center of what's known as Alaska's Bermuda Triangle. Every year, thousands of people mysteriously disappear from this area, either by accident or design or misstep, swallowed by the Alaskan wilderness. Troopers must find the woman before she slips off the grid for good. There's still hope. The family receives a message from her phone.
This time, received a text from somebody, meet us, no cops, we'll show you how we got your sister's phone.
10-12 by 10-19.
Someone wants to meet the girl's family, alone. Trooper Lott races to meet them before the mysterious texter.
Before we go ahead and spring on these people and try to figure out who they are, we want to get more information about what they're driving and what the details are, and then we'll kind of play it by ear from there.
Troopers question the missing woman's brother and dad, hoping for a clue about the unidentified man.
I decided to call out of the blue, and he answered. And he's like, oh, she's not here. And then hung up on me right away.
Did the guy's voice sound recognizable? Did you get
No, he sounded pretty messed up, like, because he kept saying, oh, man, I'm tripping out on this, I'm tripping out on this.
Sound drunk or like maybe...
Like, hi.
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 Drug abuse in Alaska outpaces the national average. There's no telling what a drugged-out suspect or his victim will do.
She's had some substance abuse problems. I don't know if she's using right now, but my main concern is I'm afraid something's happened to her.
Absolutely.
Suddenly,
That's him right there. That's him right there.
Hey, go ahead and answer.
Hello?
Hey, we're on our way.
What are you guys driving so we know which one's yours?
We'll find your vehicle. We'll be right there, bud.
the mysterious texter has made contact with the missing woman's family and is heading their way for a possible ransom.
It's kind of there. You don't want to give you the vehicle.
The troopers set their trap.
31's going to be behind the church. Apparently he's got eyes on the parking lot there. I'm going to be on Acorn Circle on the wood line in case they bolt. Turn your lights off. Don't make a big spectacle out of it.
They close in on the meeting site, a nearby gas station, and go dark. The woman's brother is all set.
He's got his cell phone in his pocket. It's an open line right now with dispatch, so they can hear what's being said. So if anything weird happens, they can let us know. I'm hoping we weren't made and they're still on their way.
Any sign of the troopers could tip off the texter and endanger the woman.
1519, they're in contact with the guys right now.
Moving in now, 23. What's going on, sir? Trooper Lot. Want to talk to me over here real quick? What's the problem? You got any weapons on you?
I don't, sir.
I'm going to check it, so go and turn around for me. Don't go reach for anything.
He doesn't have the woman, but he does have her phone.
So explain to me how the phone got into your possession.
She bought the phone from some guy, and they plugged it in, and it started ringing. That's all I know.
Is there a reason why you're so cautious about meeting them here?
Cautious?
Yeah.
No.
No? It just seems kind of weird that you don't want them to know what you're driving and, saying things like no cops. Maybe you can explain that one.
I don't know.
You don't know why you said that?
I used to have a problem with police.
So you don't know them and you don't know his daughter?
No.
Well, you got a bat in the back and you have nuts in the back, stuff in the back. I don't do something else.
No, that's not my bat.
I didn't say it was yours. I'm asking you why there's stuff in the back there.
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't think that sounds weird?
The man's story doesn't add up, but the troopers have no way to tie him to the girl's disappearance. They seize the phone and let him go.
The guy didn't make any sense, but we didn't have anything to really hold him for or charge him with. All right, you guys are free to leave. Just
Yeah,
suspicious.
I know. I just told these guys I was probably wrong. I'm sorry.
Then,
Did she say anything about why she didn't want him to know that she was?
word comes in over the radio that the lost woman's been pulled over by another officer. Turns out she's not missing. She's been hiding.
Here's the deal. We did find her and contact her.
But she's an adult, so troopers can't tell her family her whereabouts.
We can only tell you that she's fine, that she's in good health and safe. It was just a really suspicious, strange scenario. There's probably more to the story than what we know.
Troopers on the night shift see their share of bad behavior. But the daylight doesn't cut them any breaks.
Fairbanks 24. I'm going to 10-3 over to the city. I'm going to have a disturbance.
Trooper Rich races to the outskirts of Fairbanks to help stop a fight, or worse.
One of the lieutenants with Fairbanks Police is dealing with a disturbance. There's a homeless type of camp back in the woods. A couple of white males standing over top of an individual who's laying on the ground. 2024 will be out with us.
Frantic shouts cry out in the distance. Trooper Rich follows the calls deep into the woods.
Hey, right here.
Rich and Lieutenant Soden have no idea what they're about to find.
We don't know how many people are in there. We don't know the totality of the circumstances. So pretty scary to think about.
The frantic man leads them to a makeshift campsite where they find an unconscious woman.
Can you hear me? Wait.
Just go stand over there with
Now,
Mr.
can you hear me? You okay?
Hey,
She needs help. They call paramedics and try to make sense of the scene, but get no help from the suspect.
Got his glasses. You know what? That guy got on her.
Sounds like she passed out.
He's getting arrested.
According to their statements,
Can I have that back?
you came in here and started causing problems.
I was sitting down here.
Different, but you're not giving me a coherent story as to what was going on.
That's fine. Hey, you need to calm down right now, okay? We're just talking to you. We're just talking, okay?
Why don't you behind your back right now? Put your hands behind your back. Get down. Stop resisting. Get down. Stop resisting.
Hey, you need to calm down right now, okay? We're just talking to you. We're just talking, okay?
Why don't you behind your back right now? Put your hands behind your back. Get down. Stop resisting. Give us your hand now.
You're gonna get tased.
Stay back down.
You're gonna get tased if you don't comply. Do you understand? You need to roll over on your stomach right now. You're gonna roll on your stomach. You're gonna get tased. You understand me?
Troopers interrupt what may have been an assault in progress. But the confrontation angers the suspect's friends, and they rush in.
Hey, if you come over here, you're gonna be in handcuffs in about 2 seconds. Hey.
That's why.
Mr. A.
Hey.
You're not kidding. You need to take a walk.
She needs to be serious. Laying down.
Yep, we got the paramedics over here. They're gonna check her out, okay?
The woman won't budge.
Juice? But what kind of alcohol? Did you see her drink any alcohol?
She got punched.
At last, the woman comes to, but she's in no condition to talk. Paramedics take her to the hospital to determine if she's been assaulted.
Are you gonna arrest me?
Yep, you're under arrest for disorderly conduct.
You're gonna arrest me?
Stand on up. When you start fighting with us, it's called disorderly conduct.
You're being all aggressive towards us. We're putting you in handcuffs for our safety and for yours. Come on, we're gonna go up this way. Come on.
What do I need to do to get out of jail tonight?
It's midsummer, the height of salmon season. And wildlife trooper Luke Comfer is on a mission to stop illegal fishing.
Nice red.
His patrol on the Kenai River spans 82 miles and about 100,000 anglers.
Knock them out. Yeah, knock them out. Well, there's plenty of them in here. Soldat, at the end of July, the red salmon have flooded into the river. Unfortunately, people get a little fish crazy and take. We're going to go down to a park, try to catch some snaggers. It's a very, very prevalent problem here.
Snagging, or hooking a fish anywhere but its mouth, is a serious wildlife offense. It's a popular tactic that can kill a fish without ever catching it and deplete the salmon population.
See, the guy across there's got one, and he's really ripping the water.
But it's hard for troopers to snag the snaggers.
Because they all turn their back to you and put the fish up on the bank. From this side, it's really hard to distinguish.
The instant fishermen see Comfort's uniform, they stop snagging, so Comfort must spot them first. He calls backup.
Hey, Paul, you want to head across the river from where I'm at and deal with some snaggers?
Comfort locates a suspect while a second trooper across the river homes in.
He's got another one. The snagging is just insane. Gray chest waders, a gray t-shirt, sunglasses, a blue ball cap with white lettering. You better hurry up. He's got three snagged in the last couple minutes. All right, thanks. Oh, it's gone.
They're too late. One of the anglers spots Comfort.
The fishing site is cleared out. There's only a few in the water left. Everybody's going to go away, and then they'll come back and do it again. It's a never-ending problem.
To better their chances, troopers launch a covert op.
So down to 5E17 on traffic. 5E22 and myself will be down at Centennial Campground.
Trooper Travis Tillman brings in a secret weapon, an unmarked RV parked by the river.
This is going to be an excellent spot in these upper windows.
While Trooper Comfort waits for the call to swoop in.
Right on the water. Couldn't ask for their spot.
Within minutes, Tillman gets a bite.
Yep, you can see it right there. Just dragging it like that through the water.
He just hooked it behind the left gill plate. 5E22, 5E17, I have a snagger down here.
That's a for sure illegal.
He just hooked it behind the left gill plate. 5E22, 5E17, I have a snagger down here.
That's a for sure illegal.
We're 1023.
And he's gonna hand it off to her to make it seem like it's her fish.
He just got another fish and it's foul hooked.
He's directly in front of the motorhome with a blue shirt, tan waders, fish in left hand.
Hey, boss, how are you?
Good, how are you?
You want to show me where you caught that fish? Yeah. Where is that?
The Lord Joe?
Okay. What's the rules say about catching fish?
I thought it lived before the gill here.
No, so in the mouth.
Okay.
A snagged fish is not acceptable.
Yes, sir.
Trooper Comfort sights the man and goes back into hiding. Meanwhile, in his lookout post, Trooper Tillman spots more devious behavior downriver.
Dude, I got a good one.
They're waded out in the water. They're about as far out as you can see.
There's a guy in a red hoodie with waders on and a heavy-set native boy
With a net slung through his backpack.
What they're doing is they're foul hooking him, and one guy will hold the net while the other guy takes the hook out.
And it looks like they turn the net inside out and they release it, but they have a stringer tied off to their leg. So when they're letting them go, they sink below the water, but then the stringer pulls tight.
You want me to go contact him?
Yep, just go check him for snag marks and limits.
Okay. Do you recall where the fish were snagged at?
One was snagged right at the pectoral fin. The other one should be about mid-body.
Okay. We will wait right here for him.
As the anglers head for the bank, Comfort recognizes one of them.
Oh, I've dealt with this kid before.
There's no time to lose. He must intercept them before they can hide the evidence.
Have you got eyes on him?
They're dragging big stringers behind him, so...
Temple. Hey, fellas. Hold up what you're doing there, would you? Let me have that knife real quick. We'll just set it right there, okay? I've got a trooper who's been watching you two all day, okay? Yeah. And a couple of those fish are definitely snagged.
Oh, what are they?
The men deny it, but the fish might tell a different story.
Grab up your stuff and we'll go up to my pickup and talk. We'll look at some fish here.
Comfort needs to inspect their catch and maybe catch them in a lie. If he discovers hook wounds, it'll cost them a fine and their gear.
We're gonna put them up here and check them out, okay? All of your fish, as far as I can tell, look like you're telling me the truth. All your fish are good.
Then he checks the second man's fish.
Huh? What is that?
Is that the hook?
Where's that at?
At the bottom.
Yeah, at the bottom, not in the mouth. That's what I thought.
I'm sorry. I really didn't know.
I've talked to you before.
The man finally confesses.
You understand, if everybody's snagging fish and retaining them, there isn't going to be anything for your kids to fish. You can put your rod up in the truck here.
Comfort fines the man $100 per snagged fish and seizes his rod.
He just wasn't happy to see me from the beginning, but once he realized that he wasn't going to be able to get away with it, he finally came clean.
Back in the Matsu Valley, it's also a day for familiar faces.
Back on 1023.
A repeat caller keeps dispatch working overtime, and Trooper Lee Phillips has dealt with him before.
Right now we're looking for a gentleman that keeps calling 911, which in itself could get him into trouble for tying up an emergency line. He's quite an interesting character. He was involved in a stabbing at this location and running his history out of state, multiple assaults on police officers and stuff like that.
One of his last run-ins with the troopers ended with another man down.
Bleeding real good. Get some towels.
He's got really good right here.
Oh, God, it hurts, it hurts.
Any way you cut it, this man is bad news.
Ain't been in jail or shut you down.
With this record, Phillips wisely brings backup.
Back on 20 and 5E14 are going to be out at night. State troopers, come on out, please. It's the state troopers. You keep calling 911. I want to know what's going on. You all right in there? Why don't you open the door so I can see you face to face?
Troopers motion the camera crew out of harm's way and brace for another ugly confrontation.
All right, well, I need you to come out here and talk to me, please, because you keep calling 911. I got to make sure everything's okay in there. Say again? Say what? You're shaving your cat? Why don't you open the door so I can see you face to face? You're not under arrest. I just need to talk to you and make sure you're okay. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, not much.
Yeah?
Are you a felon?
Am I a felon? Why? Because I got tattoos? No, don't work that way. Well, I want to know why you keep calling 911. If you keep calling 911, then we're going to have issues.
Well, sorry about that, but you guys keep arresting me. I'm just trying to shave my cat.
Yeah? All right, so you're shaving your cat, huh?
Well, yeah, because the guy I got him from...
Right. Could you step outside, please? I don't want your cat to get out. No? Okay, well, I need you to come talk to me because you keep dialing 911, all right? Open the door. All right, come on out before I got to drag you out.
Unless y'all got a warrant coming in my house.
Okay, I don't have to have a warrant. You're on conditions of release right now. All right, come on out. No? All right, come on out. No?
What did I do?
First of all, you've been drinking. I can smell that right now. I can see it in your eyes.
In my house.
And second of all, you just got arrested 2 days ago, and your conditions of release are to have no alcohol. So right now, you're not under arrest, but you're being detained, all right, because you keep calling 911. I got to figure out what's going on inside here. Mac, which one do you want detained?
Why is that? I haven't been put on probation or nothing. I'm an American citizen.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to talk to an officer.
Well, guess what? You got 3 of them, all right? So right now, as per conditions of your release, you need to give us a sample of your breath.
The man who keeps drunk dialing 911 flatly refuses to cooperate
Make a tight seal and ball, man.
and looks ready to fight.
Silence.
Silence? Okay, right now you're under arrest for violating conditions of release.
I was just trying to help my cat.
You know, it's not a crime to shave your cat, all right, if that's what you want to do. 2 days ago, you spit on another trooper, so this is why you're going to have to wear the spit sock again today, okay?
That's why you guys are...
That's correct,
No,
all right?
I'm not going to do that again. They're treating me like
You can grab the other side.
terrorist
Grab the other
for
arm.
no reason.
All right, have a seat. Oh, hey, before you stand up here, all
I
right?
like you guys too.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spit or
All right.
nothing.
All right, hey, I need you to blow on here first, all right?
The man finally gives a breath sample.
All right.
I just want to go home.
I was able to
promise
get a PBT
I
of .239.
won't call you guys or nothing else tonight. Okay?
PBT .239.
I don't want to fight the cop.
Troopers hold him on $1,500 bail. He'll spend the rest of his night sobering up behind bars. In the Alaskan interior,
2024
a shots fired call sends Trooper Gabe Rich deep into Alaska's famed gold mining country.
We just got a report that there was a couple gunshots, and soon after the gunshots, there was 2 flares shot up into the air.
With riches worth millions on the line, some miners will stop at nothing to stake their claim.
Shots have been fired, and we have no idea what's going on. And once we get there, we don't have any communication. There's no cell reception, no radio comm.
At the base of the mining road, more details come in.
We just got an updated location from dispatch. The problem is it's about 15 to 20 miles back off the highway. I mean, they're maintained enough to get dozers and excavators and dump trucks up in there, but not super suitable for a Crown Vic.
Night's falling fast. If Rich's patrol car breaks down, he's hoofing it deep into the dark Alaskan night and straight through bear territory.
Aside from the fact that there's folks out here with guns, there's a lot of bears, both black and grizzly bears. It never fails every year I run into at least 1, if not 2 grizzly bears.
All right, let's kill our lights now, just in case they see us.
Yeah, I think we can kill the overheads. This mine cabin that we're going to is down in the bottom of a valley. We don't want anybody to see us coming. We always want to maintain the element of surprise if we have the ability to do so.
But now, it's Trooper Rich who's surprised.
A vehicle coming.
All right, creepy.
Contact on left and right.
How we doing, guys?
Okay, we're the guys that called you.
Are you?
Yeah, we came down here to guide you guys in.
Okay.
The man fills Rich in.
The brother who was in charge had a blowout, got upset, started yelling and screaming, and then her husband takes off and walks.
What started as a family feud takes a serious Alaskan-style turn.
He doesn't have a coat on, he's wearing things, she's the
Right,
bears,
right.
bears
Oh, yeah.
excited in wolves, and so he's got no weapon on him. She said he doesn't even have a pocket knife.
The mysterious call quickly becomes a search and rescue.
The road is really kind of rough, you know.
The one creek crossing, the first one's going to be pretty good. The second one's going to have to drop.
I really wouldn't take cars past that if you make it that far.
Okay.
Rich is 100 miles from post and in an area where wild predators have home court advantage. He doesn't have the gear he needs for a rescue operation, but it's go time, and the race to find the missing man is on.
There are lots of bears, lots of wolves here in this valley, I mean, all over this area, but so we'll try to see if we can't locate him.
But predators aren't the man's only threat.
If you're not adequately dressed for this climate, it doesn't take much to get too cold to function, so we'll try to get up here and locate him before he has any issues with the weather or the wildlife.
And this is going to be Porcupine Creek at least.
Suddenly, headlights. At 2 a.m. in the middle of nowhere, this secluded road's getting a lot of activity.
See what's going on, see if these are the folks we're looking for.
All right, yeah.
Good news, it's the missing man.
So you just walked out, didn't want to deal with it anymore, type thing? Okay. Two brothers and her were arguing about their dad and how he died. They said he got just fed up with it and just took off. But he said
she shot the flare gun to break the fight up.
With nothing more than hurt feelings, this family feud dodged domestic tragedy.
We don't know until we go up and we ask the questions. It turned out to just be an argument, so luckily nobody ended up missing. Everybody was accounted for and uninjured. That's the furthest that I personally have had to respond for a call for service. We have an extensive area of patrol. Basically, we're on our own. When we leave our house and report for duty, we're prepared to handle anything that comes at us.